Namaskaram. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mana TV live classes on mathematics pedagogy. So today we are going to discuss about the values and aims of teaching mathematics. It's a most important chapter. Of course you know that the values and aims are the main pillars of the teaching mathematics. Before going to know this, first you have to understand what is mathematics, why we have to learn mathematics, and why you have to teach mathematics. What is its value? How it is related to the daily life situations and concerns? And what is its position in the world? If you want to know all these things, it's very important you have to understand what are the values and aims of the mathematics. Okay. So shall we start now? What is the values and aims and objectives of the teaching mathematics? Okay. Maximum mathematics teachers facing especially three problems, correct? The first one is why we are going to teach mathematics, how to teach mathematics, okay, so whom to teach mathematics. These are the three questions will arise in the minds of the teacher, correct? So for all these questions, just now what I discussed will give the answers by knowing the values and aims of the teaching mathematics. Shall we start now? Okay. We will see the mathematics first one. I will write the mathematics steps one by one, and then we will discuss it, what are the importance of this. The first one is the values. We are going to discuss about the values. The first one is practical value. Okay. So you know that of the practical value. What is the practical value? Mathematics is not an abstract. Already I said. In the primary stages, the practicality is very important, because we can live without knowing the mathematics or science or anything, but without knowing counting and calculation, we can't live. Am I correct? Whether he is an educated or uneducated, a common people, mathematics is required. For example, a daily laborer, you want to get his remuneration, how much remuneration he required, how much that the person pays for him. So whether it is suitable for his livelihood. If you want to know it, mathematics is very important. How many hours he worked for it and how much remuneration he is going to get it. Even a business people. So you invested some amount for it, correct? Okay. And how much profit he is expecting. Okay. So you want to improve his business. You want to give some rebate, some dividend for them. How much he is going to give it. Okay. Like if you want to know it, the mathematics is very important. Okay. And in laboratory, you want to test whether you have sugar levels rises or not. If you want to calculate the blood pressure value, or you want to calculate body mass index, wherever you go. So without mathematics, there is no surviving of the common people, correct? So you have to learn mathematics. So when you are going to learn mathematics, so you have to teach mathematics. That's a very important. For that reason, up to secondary level, means up to 10th class, mathematics is a compulsory subject for everyone. Maybe everyone feels that mathematics, some of the children are feeling maths is a very difficult. So why you are introducing mathematics up to secondary level? So we can give it as an optional. So without mathematics, there is no practicality. This is a practical value. So if you want to survive, if you want to continue our life, if you want to do our daily life situations properly, all the things maths is required. Maybe mathematics will not take role play directly, but indirectly. Without mathematics, there is no life. So this is the practical value of mathematics. Is clear? So everywhere in a daily life situation, whether it is a business, whether it's a promote, of course, calculating the values or anything, mathematics is involved. If you want to construct a house, first you have to calculate the area, the plinth area for the construction, remaining area for the other purposes. If you want to know the boundary, how much expenses are required, how much amount you are going to adopt for this or invest for that, All these things will be done by the mathematics only. So mathematics has its own practical value. Is it clear? That's about the practical value of that. Now coming to the next one, cultural value. Okay. So in the cultural value, if you want to, so in the practical value, I have to add the one. So here the total country, total world, total state also depends on the budget. Every year in the month of March, we are our financial minister introducing the budget. So he has to allocate the different amount for the different categories. Means without knowing mathematics, how he is going to allocate those things for the budget preparation? Even for at home, so we have our own budget. So what is our salary? How much we are going to invest, and how much we are going to expend? All these things will be done by addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All are basic operations of mathematics. So maths has a practicality in that. Now come to the next one, cultural. So here the cultural values means here if you want to know the history, culture, civilization, all these things, if you want to understand it. So for example, if you want to say before Christ, these of course Socrates, Aristotle, or Ramanujan, all these people who are born in particular area. And if you want to know the history of our, in 1947 we got the independence. Before that the independence movement happens. Okay, like so the chronological order of the things happens is nothing but mathematics. So if you want to arrange it in order, proper order, a mathematical sense is required. Okay, so that's a next. And if you want to know the scientific, especially a scientific social laws and rules, for example Indian Penal Code IPC, for each rule there is a number. A number is nothing but mathematics, correct? For each rule it has its own significance and its application, and subclasses are there. Indian Constitution, if you take it as, so there is subclass, there is articles, correct? There is amendments, all these things, so done by the mathematics only. So maths has its own cultural value. And if you want to, for example, if you want to take a drawing, music, okay, poetry writing, for each and every one there should be a mathematical sense. Otherwise if you want to draw that, so drawing, if you want to draw, everyone can draw the figure, there is some calculations. The picture should be symmetry. Symmetry is nothing but mathematics. Okay, and should be of course if you want to draw two figures exactly, so it should be congruent figures, correct? So like congruency, similarity, all these comes under the mathematics, which is a part and partial of drawing some pictures, correct? Okay, when you compare it, if you want to compare two things, okay, if you want to analyze the two things, so mathematics is required. So like if you want this cultural values, so as also one of the value for mathematics. Clear? Okay. Now we will go for the next one is disciplinary values. Okay. Now coming to the disciplinary values. So you know that disciplinary value means without discipline, so you can't learn any subject. Okay, so especially mathematics needs discipline. So it's when you maintain this, it develops. When you follow the things in a disciplinary mode, so it develops the first one: speed, accuracy, okay, self-confidence, punctuality, problem solving, logical reasoning, critical thinking. These are very, very important. I will write those things here in the disciplinary values. Speed, accuracy, logical thinking, okay, logical thinking, punctuality, problem solving, logical reasoning, critical thinking. All this comes through the disciplinary values. Okay. So speed is the main objective and aim of mathematics. You have to do the mathematics in a high speed. So I want to do mathematics, on a 1 hour, 2 hours, not like. So mathematics, so you have to do the problems in a minute. For that reason, see, I will give one more example. So the total, of course, the world, science and technology based on now IT, information technology. Recently, our scientists send, of course, project the satellites also. For that, in satellites. Okay, so everywhere, so mathematics is very important. So means here the mathematics should improve the speed, at the same time accuracy. There should be a good logical thinking is required. Logical thinking is required, and the punctuality is also very important. So without punctuality there is no meaning. So punctuality means here, for example, so if you give the concepts of this punctuality, then definitely the children will be learn all the concepts of it. And the next one, problem solving. Don't feel that problem solving means you're solving a problem. Where the problem arises, the children has to use the presence of mind and how to solve it, the approach, the process, all this will be adopted through the mathematics. The logical reasoning is very, very important. So logic is very important. So logical reasoning will comes through only mathematics. Okay, the sky is blue. Simply, if the science teacher say sky is blue, because scattering of light, they will say. Correct? So what is scattering of light? Like when you go depth, some things are invisible also. You have to believe that. For example, if they want to say black holes, so it needs something happens. Okay, it's an abstract, like they said. But in mathematics, so every step, everything will be done with a reasoning only. And a critical thinking is the most important. As a critical thinking means here, for example, so you have to think why it happens. What is the reason? So when you try for in another mode, is it possible to get it? Clear? I will give this a very important value, which is already we did it as a disciplinary value. I will give by one mathematical problem. See it. YE into ME is equal to triple T. Then find the value of Y plus E plus M plus T. Where YE, ME are 2-digit numbers, triple T is a 3-digit number, then find the value of Y plus E plus M plus T. This is the question. Clear? YE of ME is equal to triple T, then find the value of Y plus E plus M plus T. This is the best question. Without giving any numerical value, we can get the answer in the numerical form. Clear? Y of ME equal to triple T. Then find the value of Y plus E plus M plus T. Okay. How to do it? Are you seeing this problem anywhere? It is one of the problem which is given in the textbook of 8th class textbook in the chapter of playing with numbers. Okay. So why I am taking this one? So you can understand, because if I say vaguely, so these are the values, then you can't understand. But how the critical thinking is going to be implemented, how the logical reasoning plays here to get the solution here. Y is a 2-digit number, ME is a 2-digit number, and triple T is a 3-digit number. Triple T, 3-digit number, hundreds place, tens place, and unit place are same. All are same. When all are same, then how many possibilities are there here? There are 9 possibilities. What are the possibilities here? Maybe 111, 222, 333, 444, like 999. Am I correct? So triple T means here has 9 possibilities. Okay. So 111, 222, 333, 444. When you consider all these numbers, each number can be expressed as 111, 1 into 111. 222 you can write it as 2 into 111. 333 you can write it as 3 into 111. 444 you can write it as 4 into 111. 555 you can write it as 5 into 111. T100 and T2 you can write it as T into 111. Am I correct? This is the most important. This is critical thinking. You can think in a critical way. Okay, T into 111. Now 111, 111. What is 1 plus 1 plus 1? Is 3. When the sum of all the digits in a number is divisible by 3, the number is divisible by 3. So 111 is divisible by 3. See how the logic is developed. So now you can write it as T into 111, 337s. 111. Am I correct? T into 3 into 37 is with triple T. Okay, now compare that. So this T into 3 into 37 is equal to YE into ME. T is a digit. When T is a digit, T into 3, the maximum possibility for T into 3 is a 2-digit number only. Am I correct? Okay, 37 is a 2-digit number. On other side, we have two 2-digit numbers. Obviously, one of either YE or ME should be 37. So we can say YE is equal to 37. Or you can say ME equal to 37. Am I correct? Okay. When YE equal to 37, E should be 7. E should be 7. And ME has two properties. ME has two properties. What is the property? The number should end with 7, or unit digit of the number will be 7. And one more, it should be equal to 2 into 3, means it is a multiple of 3. It's a multiple of 3 ended with 7. Now we will take what is the possibilities. And it is a 2-digit number. Maybe 17, maybe 27, maybe 37, maybe 47, maybe 57, up to 97. But all are not possible here. So 17 is not a multiple of 3, it's ruled out. 27 is a multiple of 3, correct? So we will check it whether ME equal to 27 when you consider it, whether it's a possible or not. So if you consider Y equal to 37, ME equal to 27, 37, 27 is 999, which is very similar to triple T, and it is a maximum possibility for triple T. So 27 should be ME. Clear? So Y equal to 37, ME equal to 27, triple T equal to 999. So here Y is equal to 3, E is equal to 7, M equal to 2, and T equal to 9. So 3 plus 7, 10, plus 2, 12, 9, 21. Answer is 21. See, each and every step will supported by a good logical reasoning, a critical thinking, a presence of mind. Okay, when you have all these values, then only we can do this problem very simple, otherwise very difficult. Means if the children is able to do all these solutions, means this kind of solution means he has a good logical reasoning power, he has good critical thinking, he have good presence of mind, he has discipline, he has good problem solving nature. So through mathematics, through teaching mathematics, we can develop all these things which are essential for the learning of mathematics. Clear? So like the disciplinary values will improve. And you can say simpleness, that's a very, very important. Clarity, creativity, stability, relativity. So all these things will develop through mathematics, teaching mathematics only. So simpleness is a very, very important. So already I said you have to write in a simple manner. Okay, that's a very, very important. For that reason, mathematical language is used. Clear? Through mathematical language, you can write the sentences in a very simple way. Clear? We can say, for example, any sentence I will give a small. The product of 3 consecutive natural numbers is divisible by 6. We can write in a simple mode. 6 divides n of n plus 1 of n plus 2. That's it. See, means we said the total sentence in a very simple manner. Through that, the children can learn the simpleness. That's the most important. And the next, clarity. So clarity is one of the required quality for that. So for the children should have good clarity in it. When he has a good clarity, clarity means a conceptual clarity, subject clarity. So when he has a good clarity in the concepts, so definitely the children able to do that, and the teacher also will say the concepts, transact the concept in very effective manner. So through that he will learn the clarity of that. And the creativity, he can create the different kinds of problems. Through that you develop that. That's the reason in the CCE, continuous comprehensive evaluation, in the formative assessment, the first tool in the mathematics is creating or generating problems. So he learn the creativity. Clear? So that's a very, very important. The next, stability. Stability is the most important. So stability means so you will always, he has to keep his understanding levels, performance in a stable manner. So this quality also will comes from this teaching mathematics. Clear? Okay. And relativity, retentivity, that's the most important. Relativity is a most important concept which is not only used in mathematics, we can use in other subjects also. So when you travel in a bus, so when you sat on a seat, when you observe the things surrounding by you through the window of the bus, so you feel that you are at stable position, and the remaining things, the shops, the trees, everything which is observed by you are moving. But a tree, a shop is a stable things. Am I correct or not? But they are not moving. When the bus is moving, so your body also moving, but you feel that you are unstable, and of course remaining things are moving. Am I right? Correct? This is called relativity. So just this relativity will be developed by the teaching mathematics only. That's the most important. Okay, now coming to the next one is orderness. Orderness is very important. It has to make in order, one by one, stepwise. Okay, so stepwise. So this is a very important. So a mathematical problem will be done in order, orderness. So when he has the orderness, he can arrange the things in order. He can plan his thing, of course, its activities in order. So like orderness will develop through teaching mathematics. And the next one is analyzing power. This is the most important. So he has to analyze the things. For a problem, if a problem is given to him, he will analyze what is given, what is required, how to do it, what the things are required. So like he will analyze the problems. So that kind of analysis power will extend it to the things in his daily life situations. That's the most important. And the next one is a comparison. The comparisons, he will compare the things, he will compare the activities, he compare the issues, what he is going to face in his daily life situation by comparing. We will compare it. Which is the bigger, which is the smaller, which is the cooler, which is the, of course, have more heat. Okay, so these comparisons. So this comparison will be extended to in his daily life situations. That's very important. He has to visualize, he has to represent the things in a different kinds of patterns. Maybe graphical representation, maybe a Venn diagram representation, maybe, of course, you can see the representation in the histograms or bar diagrams which is used in the different companies. If you want to know the performance of a company, so that will be represented in the histograms or bar diagrams. Am I correct? So this comes under the chapter of statistics. If the children is able to represent in a statistical form, of course, then so you can represent the things in a different mode. Am I correct? So all these things will be done through by teaching of mathematics and the learning of mathematics. This is another value, of course, disciplinary value. So these are the things. So you can learn, of course, orderness, logical thinking, creativity, discipline. Okay, all these things comes through disciplinary values. These are most important. Shall we move to our next one? Next one is social values. Okay, the The social values, you know that human being is one of the member in the society. He has to maintain the social values, norms, customs of the society. These are most important. Okay. So he has to understand the business, stock exchange, imports, exports, press, print media, and other resources in the society. This is very, very important. He has to understand all these things. Means here, for example, without having any mathematical knowledge, he can't understand a stock exchange and other things. He can't develop his business, because how much profit is required, how much investment is going to invest, all the things mathematics is very important. So import and export there also. So that's how much quantity has to import, how much quantity has to import. So all these things are done in the mathematical things. And of course print media and of course press, all these things, you know that for all these things mathematics is very important. Okay, time and distance. Okay, time is plays a vital role. Clear? So all this comes under the mathematics concept. Okay, and this comes under the social values. So, and again, if you want to know the social value, you have to know the social reforms and how the social reforms, what is its participation. All these things will be done or developed by through teaching mathematics. Now coming to the next one is intellectual values. Okay, so intellectual values is a very, very important. You know that intellectual values means your innovation, discovery, presence of mind, and dedication, contribution, concentration, observation skills, all comes under the intellectual values. He has a good observation, that's a very, very important. Keen observation. Okay, keen observation is very, very important. Okay, so I will give observation skills. How this I will give some one or two examples to you. When x to the power of 2017, this is a 2017 is very important, correct? When x to the power of 2017 is divided by x square minus 1, what is the remainder? When x to the power of 2017 is divided by x square minus 1, what is the remainder? Here observation is very, very important. X to the power of 2017. I will write it this one as x of x to the power of 2016. Correct? X of x to the power of 2016. I will subtract x from it and I will add x to it. So when you take x common from these two, then x of x to the power of 2016 minus 1 plus x. Okay, so x of x to the power of 2016 minus 1 of x. Now you can write it as x to the power of 2016 is x square whole power 1008 minus 1 power 1008 plus x. Means you know that very important thing, x power n minus y power n is divisible by x minus y. X, if you say x square as x, 1 as y, 1008 as n, then it is x to the power of n minus y to the power of n, which is divisible by x minus y, means x square minus 1. This part is divisible by x square minus 1. So the whole part is divisible, because when 5 is divided by, of course 20 is divided by 5, 23 is 60 also divided by 5, correct? So now we come, otherwise you can say by using the divisional algorithm, simply divisional algorithm. So you can say it, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. From this also you can say x is a remainder. Okay, up to this it depends on the logical thinking and all these things, conceptual clarity. So when x to the power of 2017 is divided by x square minus 1, even if you take x to the power of 1999 is divided by x square minus 1, x is the remainder. Even x power 99 is divided by x square minus 1, x is the remainder. X to the power 47 is divided by x square minus 1, x is the remainder. Means here, what is observation here? 2017 is an odd number. If its value is more than 2, take any number. Even x cube is divided by x square minus 1, the remainder is x. So when the children has this kind of observation skills, then you can say, for example, x to the power of 55 is divided by x square minus 1. What is the remainder? Without doing all this problem, so simply you can say x is a remainder. That kind of observation is the most important. So he has to develop the observation skills. Clear? Okay. It comes under the intellectual. That's the intelligence. Intellectuality comes under, and he has to innovate. So he has to innovate the problems. He has to innovate the things. He has to discover the things. So that's innovative discovery. All these things will develop any subject, any concepts. So all this comes under the intellectual values. And presence of mind. The presence of mind is the most important. Okay. So you have to observe. You have to observe the things. Then you can find it. I will give a simple question to you, how the presence of mind will follow the things. So here 1 square minus 2 square plus 3 square minus 4 square plus 5 square minus 6 square up to 1999 square. Find the value. This is the question. 1 square minus 2 square plus 3 square minus 4 square plus 5 square and up to 1999 square. This question was given. What generally people will do, they have to search for formula, otherwise they will calculate the things up to 1999 square. Okay, everything is okay, but if you do that, so you won't get up to even 6 o'clock also, you won't get answer. But main aim and objective of the mathematics is speed and accuracy. So here the presence of mind is very important. So here plus and minus comes alternately, and the last one is an odd number, 1999. So when you group it all these things, so there are even number of groups will form. One number will be left, and each one is in the form of a square minus b square. You can factorize it. Am I correct? Okay. So 1 square minus 2 square plus 3 square minus 4 square, when you see it, so 1 square, I will keep 1 square one side, then I am regrouping all this as groups, means 3 square minus 2 square, 5 square minus 4 square, okay, next 7 square minus 6 square, like I have to write up to 1999 square minus 1998 square. Is it clear? Now 1 square, 1. 3 square minus 2 square, you can write it as, this one is 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 into 3 minus 2. This is 5 plus 4 of 5 minus 4. And this is 7 plus 6 of 7 minus 6. And the last one is, you can write it as 1999 plus 1998 into 1999 minus 1998. Am I correct? Now see, this is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. So you can write the remaining 2 plus 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. So you can write as 4 plus 5. 7 minus 6 is 1. You can write 6 plus 7 and so on. The last one is 1998 plus 1999. Means it's nothing but the sum of first 1999 natural numbers. Then you can say 1999 of 1999 plus 1 by 2. Of course 1999, this is 2000 by 2. Of course 1000 it is, simply 1999 followed by 3 zeros. How simple the solution, see it. Means here this observation is the most important. So what is given, what is required? If the children has this kind of observation, he can do the things. Through this kind of observation skills, so he has a keen observation, he will observe each and everything. Definitely that helps the children learn this mathematics, not only mathematics, any science, so in a required manner. That's the most important. Clear? Okay. These are the intellectual values. This intellectuality, this observation, creativity, innovation, discovery, presence of mind, all comes under the intellectual values. Okay, now come to the next one. Aesthetic values. Mathematics is one of the science, am I correct? So it has its own aesthetic sense. Okay, what is the aesthetic sense here? See, a music note, when you observe the different programs like Pedagogy or something other things which are telecasted in the things, just when you see that the musician, you having a book, he has the musical notes. A musical note is nothing but a number, correct? So means number is a part of mathematics, number system. So music, so when you take a musical note related to the number system, when you observe the, as per according to the Pythagoras, just observe the rainbow, or observe the dancing of a peacock, or observe the water flow. For each and everywhere there is a mathematics. Okay, without mathematics there is no existence. Every natural phenomena has a mathematics. When a light ray incident on a water drop, it scattered and forms a rainbow, and it has a particular wavelength. There is a range. A range is a part of mathematics, correct? We can hear any sound when it lies between 20 hertz and to 20,000 hertz. There is a range. If less than 20 hertz and more than 20,000 hertz, you can't hear. Okay, if two sounds comes under less than 1/10 seconds range, then you can't identify those two sounds. We can see the picture was perfectly if the distance from our eyes 25 centimeters. That's minimum distance vision, we call it as. For each and every one there is a specific value. So specific value, and it has its range, its own importance, means is concerned to the number system, correct? So this is nothing but means here, if you understand the mathematics, then you can understand the beauty of mathematics. So one of the greatest people said that understanding by by getting enjoyment by doing mathematics is nothing but by getting enjoyment by listening classical music. So if you want to say about the classical music, what is there is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. Of course 8 letters elongated more number of times, and we can say a classical music. By using classical music, you can use it as a musical therapy also. When you know the depths of the musical sound. In the same manner, when you know the conceptual clarity of the mathematics, when you see in an aesthetic sense, so definitely the maths is the most enjoyable, lovable subject. So we have to develop the aesthetic values in the learning of mathematics. So you have to incorporate the in teaching of mathematics aesthetic value. You have to give the aesthetic value for the learning of mathematics. Clear? That's about mathematics. So you have to say, for example, when you take a sunflower. So sunflower. So when you see that there is so many of course concentric circles format, there is some seeds will be there. So each one, for example, if you take each one, so they follow the progression. So there is a progression is there. The reproduction system of rabbits based on Fibonacci series. Clear? So there is a Fibonacci series there. Means everywhere when you search everywhere, so we can find mathematics. So we have to inculcate, of course, incorporate all these things in the teaching of mathematics, which develops the aesthetic value for the children. Okay, next, creating values. So this creativity is a very, very important. So creative value means you know that creating is a very, very important. When the pupil or the children or the student can create a question or the things, when he understands that, when he knows about those things perfectly, means that creativity is a very, very important. Okay. See, just only previously we have algebra, arithmetics and geometry. Later so many branches of mathematics are developed. Okay. So previously, for example, when you take a coordinate geometry, there is a two-dimensional geometry. It develops next. It developed as three-dimensional geometry. Now it is a fourth-dimensional geometry. So fourth-dimensional geometry is, if you want to know the nature of celestial bodies in the universe, you have to use the fourth-dimensional geometry. Okay, so we can now we are doing 2D, 3D views and 4D views also, all these dimensions. All these things means creativity. So it is concerned to now it is a 3D animation. 3D animation is nothing but it's a creativity of the things, which is totally based on the mathematical sense. So that creative values will be developed through teaching of mathematics. That's the most important. And now come to the next one is psychological values. Psychological values means here this is the most important. So because I will give the small example to you. So when the teacher is going to teach mathematics, first he has to say the notion and daily life importance of that subject, and if there is any relative concepts is there, he has to explain those things. Then you have to psychologically motivate the children. So learning mathematics is a very enjoyable thing and very useful thing for us in our daily life situation, essential for us, like he has to develop. So but the teachers, when he starts the class, today you are going to learn a very important chapter in terms of as examination, you have to listen it carefully, otherwise you will fail in the examination, like they will start it. So there is a psychological error is there. So already a teacher is announcing that, so this is a very important chapter, at the same time very difficult chapter. So some children who are having a fear in the learning mathematics, they will decide, okay, so sir is announced that so mathematics is a very difficult, so I don't want to hear that. So like the maths phobia will develop in the minds of the children. So you have to eradicate those things. You have to give the things the children to. So maths is a very simple. See, we can add this. For example, if you take 2 3 is 6, if the children by heart 2 3 is 6, 2 3 is 6, we may forget. Just add 3 2 times. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 2 3 is 6. Or add 2 3 times. 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 3 is a. When 2 is added 3 times, you will get 6. That is nothing but 2 3 is 6. Like when he said that, so psychologically the children will feel that, okay, it's a very simple. Okay, so you have to make the complex things into a simple manner. That's a psychological thing is very, very important. Okay, so if just you have to observe the children, so where the children feel difficulty, so he has to identify the things where he is doing the mistakes. He has just he will take the remedial teaching there. So these all the things will give the psychological values for it. Okay, so these are the values about mathematics. You know that one is a practical values, second one is cultural values, third one is disciplinary values, fourth one is social values, fifth one is intellectual values, sixth one is aesthetic values, of course, seventh one is creative values, and the last one is psychological values. So these are the values concerned to the mathematics. So here two aspects. One is through teaching of mathematics, you have to develop all the values. By learning of mathematics, the children has to acquire all these values. Okay, these are most important. So definitely 1 or 2 questions may come from the values of teaching mathematics in the examination. Okay, now coming to the next one is aims. So aim will be classified as 2 kinds. A general aim and the next one is, we can say, specific aim. General aims and specific aims. This is one of the important. So there is some general aims will be there, and there will be some specific aims will be there. It's one aspect in general. Now we can classify in another, attain time. So if you want to attain, with respect to time also we can classify the aims as 2 kinds once again. One is called it as intermediate aims, and the second one is long term aims. So this is about aims here. So here aims are as classified as 2 kinds. One is call it as a general aim, and the second one we call it as a specific aim. General aim and a specific aim. with respect to attain time, with respect to how much time it will take to achieve that aim or receive that aim. So we classify with respect as two kinds. One is called intermediate aims, means in some short time or a specific time you will get it, and some other will be as a long term aims. These are the two kinds of aims for the teaching of mathematics. So we will discuss in each and every one, so one by one. So before that, through these aims, what you are expecting? The first one is to develop interest and confidence in the learning of mathematics. Okay. So this is the most important. You have to develop interest in learning mathematics, and you have to make the children confident in the learning of mathematics. This is the most, through the teaching of mathematics, interest is very important and confidence also very important. Okay. So mostly unfortunately I'm saying these words, we are the maths teacher, we are missing these two very important aims. Okay. So we will say the concepts of monotony, like x equal to 2, y equal to 3, find a x plus y whole square value. You should not say like. You have create interest in the learning of mathematics. This is the most important. Okay. So maths has a good application. Already you can say some different kinds of stories in the mathematics. In the introduction I said, for example, take a chessboard, there is a story, a chessboard is there. By using chessboard, we can say about interesting about the progression concept. There was a king, so he is playing chess with his minister. In the meantime, one beggar came, so he begged king, so give some anything to him. So he is a king, you know, he said, ask me, I will give it to you. You want field, or you want to gold, you want to rice, whatever it may be you required, ask me, I will give it to you. Okay, no sir, I am a beggar, so I am alone. I don't want all these things, so care, money, gold, fields, okay, buildings, all these are not required for me. Only food is required, and for that I am going to beg. Okay, so how much quantity of rice you required? Sir, you are playing chess. Keep one rice grain on one block. There are 64 blocks there, no? Keep one, and then just in the second one take the twice of it or double of it, like rise it. At last you will get one number. How much the value, the same quantity of rice is required for me. So he said like. So king feels that okay, just putting some grains after maximum of kilo or of course 1 kilo rice will comes. So no problem, I am going to give it. But he calculated. In the first one, in the first square, when he placed 1, in the second one, so double 2 power 1, next 2 square, next 2 cube, next 2 power 4. When he comes, there are 64 squares will be there in the chessboard. The last one is nothing but 2 to the power of 63, because the first one is 1 means 2 power 0, second one is 2 power 1, third one is 2 square, fourth one is 2 cube, like 64th one is 2 power 63. 63 means here its value is 2 power 63. So when I am using logarithm value, so here you say 63 of log 2. 63 of log 2 is 0.3010. Means 63 3s means here 189. Of course I am not calculating the rest. So 189 means here 0.3, 18.9, approximately 19 digits. Means the number has 19 digits. If you take it as, for example, if 1 lakh, how many digits here? 6 digits. For example, 1 crore. Okay, so once how many digits here? 2, 4, 7, of course 8 digits, means here 1 crore means 8 digits. Here how many digits will be there? 19 digits. Then you can imagine the number. So that rice quantity will sufficient for the total kingdom for nearly 10 years. So this is the beauty of mathematics. I will give a simple concept of the beauty of mathematics. You can enjoy it also, see that. So, I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this is 2017. I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 2017. Clear? Okay. So, when you write 1, 2, 3, so just my instruction is strike the numbers. Strike the numbers. This is the most important. Strike the numbers in the odd place. I am not saying odd integers. Odd place. Okay. Repeat the same up to you have only one number left. What is the number? That is the question. Are you understand? Write the natural number from 1 to 2007 in order. Strike the numbers in the odd places. You have to repeat continuously until you have to you have only one number in the process. Clear? Okay. I am cancelling 1, 3, 5 and so on. You will get the first number is 2, 4, 6, 8 so on. Second series you are cancelling 2, 6, then you will get 4, 8, 12 and so on. Again you are cancelling the numbers in the odd places. You have 18, 16, 24 and so on, correct? At last when you continue this you have only one number, say it is A. So this number means now I am observing this. So this is the first series, this is the second, this is the third. Say this is the nth series, who doesn't know. Now observe this, the first number in the first series is 2, you can say is a 2 power 1. The first number in the second series is 4, means it is 2 square. The first number in the third sequence is 8, 2 cube. So first number 2 power in the first series, first number second series 2 square, first number third sequence 2 cube. So first number in the nth sequence is 2 power n. Correct? Okay. Now I am taking the same condition, just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am not taking all. Just cancel the numbers in the odd places. How many are cancelled? 5 are cancelled. How many are remain? 5 are remains. Means there are even number of numbers. So exactly half of them is cancelled, half of the number remain. Correct? Okay. So means if there are even number of numbers is there, we can exactly half. But for example, there are odd. There are odd number of numbers. How many are cancelled? 5. How many remains? Only 4. Means 9 minus 1 by 2. Correct? Now I am following the same one. At 2017, so is an even number, odd number? Odd number. So you have to 2017 minus 1 by 2. 1008. Means in the first number you have 1008. You are cancelled. Now next one 504. Next one 252. Next one 126. Next one 63. Next one 31. Next one 15. Next one 7. Next one 7 minus 1 3. Next one 1. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means your n is 10. So A equal to 2 power 10. 1024. This is the answer. The beauty of this problem is even you write up to 2000, the answer is same. If you write as 1990, answer is same. 2025, answer is same. 2047 also, answer is same. Means your between 1024 to 4000, 2048, the answer will be same. So like you have to develop the interest and confidence in the minds of the children. This is a very good aim for that. The very important way through thinking and logical reasoning we have to train the children. I will write the aims of all these in order one by one. So the first one is utilization. Second one is aim of discipline. Third one is aim of professional. Fourth one is aim of knowledge, acquiring knowledge. And the fifth one is aim of character. And the sixth one is aim of culture. And the seventh one is aim of readiness. And the next one is aim of self-study. These are the different aims for teaching mathematics, you know that aim of utilization, how you are going to utilize the things here. Aim of discipline is very important and should be professional, and aim of acquiring knowledge, aim of character. Through the learning of mathematics, teaching mathematics, the character should be developed, and aim of culture, you have to understand and develop the culture, and readiness. So readiness is very important. So through the teaching of mathematics, you have to improve the readiness to the children, and last one is self-study. Through that teaching of mathematics, the children is able to learn a self-oriented manner. On self-study is very important. These are the aims and objectives of the teaching mathematics and values also. I expected this is a very important concept. Through this, definitely all the teachers understand that the importance of mathematics also. So at least 2 or 3 questions may come from the values, aims, and other things of this mathematics, I hope. So anyway, so we will meet again. So thank you for listening. Namaskar.